All right, so the situation is this is a large website. As you can see, these listings, we have about 3,700 listing on this one. So all that comes with their images and all sorts of other media. So now, while I was trying to migrate it using Duplicator Pro, I managed to capture this screenshot where we can clearly see just the upload folder itself is 5.19 gigabyte. So altogether it's a 5.68 gigabyte site. So far all my Superstar plugin attempts has been a failure. For example, the WP Migrate DB Pro, this one ended up in failure, and also my another Superstar Duplicator Pro also failed. So at this point I have to go all manual, and when I say all manual, I mean only one plugin I have to use is this WP Migrate DB, the free version. This is the last resort. This is all manual. The reason I say that is because only part this is playing is to convert the source DB into the target DB, the URLs and all the image links and such. So it does a really nice job. I mean, so far all the other plugins that does search and replace, this is the best so far. The main function of this video would be to get this source, bring it to my local machine where I have MAM Pro running. All right, so this is our source site, and this is the target, the local site. It is sitting on MAM locally, which is running here, and this is the backend, which is pretty much a fresh install of WordPress, and this is the backend of the source site, and this is the reason why this is so large. Look at this, 3,700 listing and all their media. Our job is to get this guy here manually. This is the location of the local site, CMAM htdocs, and this is the cPanel. We're going to start with compressing this WP content file. Compress, tar archive. Let's start. So as we know, this is a 5.6 something gigabytes, so we'll let this work. Meanwhile, we'll go back and we go to both sites plugin folders and add new. Look for the install, activate, Migrate DB. All right, so this is where we are going to generate our SQL file. So since this is the target, we're going to bring this here because the current one already has these guys in the SQL as URL. So we are going to grab this, replace here and here. Okay, and I always do this, save this migration profile so that I can use it later on. Save profile, and we're going to compress that because it's pretty large database also. And everything else I'm going to leave default and export. Once this is finished, this will automatically download that SQL file to my local system, and that I will go ahead and eventually update to the target site's database. As you can see, this is pretty big, so it's going to take a while. So once it is done, we will come right back. All right, just wanted to show you that it has finished and downloaded this database file. This is all converted up. It is right here, and it's almost 5 megabytes in size. Very good compression. But at this point we cannot move ahead because this guy is still going. All right, just wanted to revisit for a second. The previous one actually failed, the tar. So this time I started over again with the tar.gz, which is gonna zip it up so that download would be faster. So let's see what happens this time. And just to show you, I've been tracking time so far, 57 minutes. So finally the compression ended, and now this file is 3.25 gig, and I have already started the download process, and I'm actually bringing it straight into my local system here. It's coming in right here. All right, so it looks like download finished. Here's our file. Before we extract this, we should rename the original content to -old and extract this right here. And while this is going on, we can also start working on the database. phpMyAdmin. We also have our database file right here. So this is the DB, and we're going to go all the way down, check all, drop all, yes. All right, it's empty. Now let's go to import, choose file, this is our guy, open. Before I hit go, let's check up on the extraction here. Let's give this guy a minute or two to finish. Okay, looks like we have our WP content here ready to go. So let's go back and hit go. DB upload successful. Now let's go back to our local site, refresh. All right, so turns out Google Chrome nowadays have HTTPS as a standard. So even when you're bringing in another site in it, whenever that happens, it tries to go to HTTPS. We can fix this with this little configuration lines, putting them into this site's WP config file. So that's what we're gonna do. We will copy this paste them here, save it, and then just change this to HTTP. Boom, look at that. Just like that, we have restored our site. And that's it for today. Thank you.